What's going on, everybody? My name is JP, but I hope you knew that before you started this video. Welcome back to some more Space Engineers. We are working on our little moon base here, as we have been. Just published my last video, and it's actually getting some pretty good traction for being the first day or so. You can see our event controller here is working. You just saw some dark blue flashing. Yeah, so definitely, the base is up and working just fine. So, off camera between recordings here, kind of did a little bit of work. I was talking about skeletonizing the tunnel for our little ridge emplacement that's going to go over there. So yeah, I fleshed that out a little bit. Did some manipulation with these drills. It was tedious and boring, and so I didn't record any of it. So, but what we did is drilled a tunnel through the regolith here. We actually started on the ridge itself, pushed out some of the build area with one of the drills so that we knew where to pop up at. The cool thing about these areas is that it's easy to show, um, where it's actually going to drill. So this hole that I'm flying down is enough for a 1x1 block. So it's where our conveyor line is going to be. And then up here is where it's going to pop out of the ridge. Yeah. If this thing ever wants to cooperate. So we are going to pop out of the ridge up here. Our GPS marker is still up here. It's actually the GPS marker is like over here. So, but this hole is in line with the rest of our grid down over there. So we're going to build a conveyor line that comes out here, slap down a gun emplacement, and make sure we got some coverage for the meteorites that are swarming us, Armageddon style. So we haven't really had any problems with raiders coming in yet, but eventually I'm sure they will get bold and nasty and hard to deal with. So yeah, so that has been dug out. We're gonna probably build up those conveyors. Yeah. I also did a little bit of scouting around, just in the immediate area, just like a couple of clicks out, looking for deposits of resources, and I didn't find any good ones. What I did find is a crap ton, one rough ton of crap of these impact craters. Impact craters all over the place, and quite a few of those do have cobalt in them, and I just need enough cobalt to make my engines for my little miner ship. So I think what I'm going to do is get out the old trusty hand drill and just dig up the cobalt. That might actually be cobalt. Dig out the cobalt there, so we can get that miner ship built. So first things first, we'll do a projector on here, project out the mining ship. I'll show you how I do that. And yeah, we'll get the conveyor line set up, right? So yeah, I'm going to make sure all that's ready to be set up, and I will be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So we did a little bit of work down here. Let me go show you. Been pushing out our conveyor line here. Kind of had to dig a access tunnel, just because you can't fly through the skeleton of the thing. So I decided to keep this going with the little tunnel. Up here, you can see this is a new build and repair system. So there's that one there. It covers, such and such down to another one. I built another build and repair system. You can see it working off there in the distance. Since it's all in the same grid, all using the same materials, it's all the same. So yeah, we just build these periodically just to kind of keep pushing out the conveyor system. Um, yeah. So I got out here and I realized that I'd have to cut back all these little wire frames to then get to come back and get to my base, right? So I decided to just right-click, drill out a tunnel, and have a space to fly while these things are working. So it's not as fast as if I were at the base because it's only one build and repair system sending its little nanobots out here. In fact, it might be getting to the end of its little space here. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, we will build another one, probably maybe two more. We are almost to the junction of the vertical, which is right here. Yeah. So we'll build our blocks out here and then go vertical. I'm not sure what that's going to look like down here as far as the junction, if we're going to get perfectly straight up the middle here, but we'll come close. It'll be workable, which is what we're looking for. So, and I'm a little disoriented. Let's get to that's up or sideways. I'm lost. Right here. Okay, so my feet are on the ground. There's sideways. See, it's not always about the jetpack. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we are getting this built. I also did put a projector on my little rover. Yeah, see how this one's not being built at all, and this one's 100%. That means this is the edge of that last build and repair system. So we're just gonna put another one here. Except we don't have any steel plates. Monkey, son of a... It's a family show, right? Right? Let's get back up in the air. Not crash into the wall at 90 miles an hour. Sorry, 90 meters a second. We need steel plate. That's another good reason to build these up here. That's we're out of interior plate too. Sure, let's take those. It's a good way to get a cargo port in the middle of nowhere is to have these guys. So yeah, we're gonna build some more. Build another one right here, right on the end. Do that orientation. And then this is going to be build and repair system 3. Turn the sound off because the ticking is terrible. And we will go fly mode and weld only. We don't want this to randomly just try to grind stuff, especially if like something comes and lands on the crater surface. You know, inside of this is this thing's area of influence. We don't really care if it grinds that out, you know. And if we get stuff up there on the crater surface, and we're like, hey, you know, grind this down, we're probably going to build a grind pit and just fly whatever derelicts into it. So, yeah, let's here. May as well use up our interior plates while we're in here. And I'm pretty sure that we're going to need to build another probably couple of build and repair systems here. In fact, I'm going to just build one right here on this corner, just for peace of mind. And then once we actually get to the top here, okay, let's see, that's the right down here. Once we get to the top and do our turret station, we'll have some building repairs up there, just as a permanent emplacement to make sure that the gun emplacement is always kind of repaired up. And bam. I just used all my interior plates and steel plates. Let's not do that. Once it gets, once we get the rest of this built up, that'll just build itself. So, yeah, we're gonna go up here. I actually want to use all my interior plates on this one if I can. Oh, it's so hard to do this while flying backwards. Sorry for all the errors, guys. Trying to just get it done. Yeah. So once we get this in, oh no, they're not signal. Cool. We will fly back to base. Start the little miner projection. Cool. Look how flush that comes. That's great. That's really great, actually. And then we'll do kind of this number. And I know everything's the spacesuit gray, but I think it's a classic look, classic color. You know, I will probably play around with colors a little bit later, but the majority of my building is going to be this gray color, so I'm sorry if you don't like it. I like it. It's a gray. I'm a gray kind of person, so yeah. Anyway, we'll come back to this. This is obviously not done, but we have our little kind of outpost here, ready to be. Holy crap! There was an asteroid impact right there. This is why we need this here, just to kind of have a better defensive position. But yeah, let's go work on our ship here. So yeah, like I said, I put a projector on my little rover, projected out a ship. This is a miner that I've designed and redesigned and built and rebuilt multiple times. This is the 7th version. Like I've said before, it still needs work. There's still some control panel stuff that needs to be done, and one of the bottom thrusters is hooked up to one of the ejectors, and that just poops out rock. And once it's built, I'll modify it, but I haven't modified the blueprint yet. So along my hotbar down here, you can see that I've done some projector shenanigans here. Nanobots are turned off. This is what's going to actually build the blueprint, but they're turned off for now. And then we are going to increase, decrease roll, pitch, and yaw to get this thing out level. And then I will probably have to build like a crane mechanism to hook up to one of the connector ports, because when I build this, it's completely powered by hydrogen. That's the big tank on the back. Completely powered by hydrogen, but it's not going to have any hydrogen in it. So I'm going to probably build a crane off of here to connect to it, and then fill up the hydrogen tank so I can then pilot it, get it out and moving. So yeah, not the first time I've walked this rodeo. So yeah, we'll get started. So hard to see the orientation when you're so far out. I forget that the camera is based on the grid size that you're looking at, and because our grid now extends into that mountain, our grid size is giant. So yeah, I can't zoom in any further, even though I want to. So yeah, we'll go here probably, and just kind of keep playing around with it. Don't be in the ground. Okay, that way. Not that. We need to do this. Okay, but flat. Alright, that looks right side up, pointing the proper direction. Yeah, it looks like it's good. I don't know if you can notice, but I kind of, when I built this, I knew that I was going to project it. So I built this kind of supporting arm. I don't know if you know how projectors work, but the first block that you put down in a grid is the block that the first block that you put down in the grid is the block that the projector is going to project from. So I actually started this build from this block, the one that's sitting on top of the projector, and then colored these because I knew that's what would be on the projector, and then you know, put this out, and I know that when this is done, I just cut this block off, and that will cut off the entire ship from the projection, right? So yeah, this is my little hole borer ship. It fits inside of its own profile, obviously. And yeah, that's what I use to core out minerals and stuff. It's pretty much like I can use it in atmosphere, but when it is fully laden, it is a heavy beast of burden. It does not like to fly around in atmosphere or at full planetary gravity. Um, so it's definitely much better suited for space, but I will probably use this for a lot of the exploration and prospecting in space, going out to asteroids, going around to you know, the different meteor impact sites here. The problem right now is that I don't have enough, rather, um, metal grids. I don't have enough cobalt, so I'm gonna have to go look for that and drill them up by hand out in the wastes. I figured I'd get this rolling because all we need that for is the engines. I should say the thrusters. So I'll go look for that cobalt later. Thought I'd get that building up because it's going to take us a hot minute. And we are going to keep working down here um, while this meteor storm is going off. The other cool thing about that ship is it's kind of modular. I can really kind of switch out the attachments on the front, make it a grinding ship, make it a welding ship. You know, I've actually put the small version of the drillers on the front of it and just kind of parked a version of it next to an asteroid and just had it drill out a square, you know. So yeah, it's really cool. I definitely it's my ship, you know. It's my bort hole. It's a hole borer. Anyway, I'm gonna get to drilling on this. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that, so I'm gonna do this, get this nice and done, or as done as I can get it, and then yeah, probably go get some cobalt out of those craters, and be back once my ship is nice and built up, and then I'll fly it around and have you guys come along, right? So yeah, I will be back in just a minute. Well, more than a minute for me, but less than a second for you. Welcome back, guys. Um, Out here on the ridge, got a little emplacement made. Probably going to expand it a little more just so it's a little bit symmetrical. Put a drill up here because I'm going to actually drill out kind of a column in here. I kind of want to make this into a little like room, kind of an ante-room type of thing, just under the actual emplacement. I'll put in some build and repairs probably on this level, maybe a little bit down, but I want to dig out all of this rock and ice just to clean it up a bit, and actually kind of do what I did on this face over here, kind of, you know, turn it into a real bunker looking feeling type of space. So yeah, that's why I put the drill here. Yeah. Over on our base side, our little hole boring ship is pretty much complete. It's pretty easy to get ships nice and built up if you, you know, do them in creative mode and then have a build and repair system. So this is my ejector. You can see these are two different colors. This is my docking port. It's set up in the controls as the docking port. I think I still have to play with the event controller and the you know, thing to set this up, turn it off and on, and blah blah blah, things like that. But this is the ejector. Same with this guy. They're both ejectors. But this guy is technically connected to this block, and so will pull everything, everything out of. I should probably turn the projector off. Oh, Incon drone. Incon drone. Are you coming to me? Please don't come here. I am not ready for that yet. I don't have any magnesium. Looks like they're fighting each other. That's cool. You get on it, guys. Once I get some magnesium, though, I am not afraid to go out and at least harass them. But I don't even have a you know, base defense set up yet. Oh, that's cool. Boy, they are damn close, aren't they? Just don't come over here, guys. I'm not trying to mess with you. I'll let you go do your thing. Yeah, so I just ground that out, and then the game is like, oh no, yeah, we'll build that for you. No, gotta turn off the projector. Everything is like laid out, skeletonized builds, so turning off the projector isn't going to hurt the build at all. It's just going to make it so that the build and repair system isn't trying to weld up my ship anymore. So I can cut out this. See, and this is why I like, you know, this is version 7, but I'm going to have to make a version, you know, 8, 7.5. So let's actually, can I don't want any medium, anything. Small grid conveyors. Small grid conveyors, where are they at? There they are. So we are going to, is it control left click? Control middle mouse? Shift? Control P? Just P? Nope. Shift P? There we go. So we'll pull the color from there. I want just a curved conveyor tube. And then we're going to go with a hydrogen thruster. Not a large one, just a little one. Cool. Yeah, so actually, you know, making that change permanent in the blueprint is probably something I should do, because now it's not connected to this, and this is not then going to drain my entire conveyor system of resources, because this is not, doesn't have a blacklist on it. The sorter that's behind it is the thing that has the blacklist, so, or whitelist, or whatever the hell it is, to pump out stone. It's so you don't, you know, fill up on a bunch of stone when you're trying to get ice and uranium and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what that is. So not quite ready to cut it off. I'm going to need to make a crane arm. Yeah, we're gonna make a crane arm here. So we need an advanced rotor. And, no, not and. Give me a clean toolbar. Advanced rotor. Give me a hinge. And then we're going to do some pistons. And a connector. I don't know why we'd need the hinge. Yeah, not sure why I would need the hinge, because I'm just going to make a simple, like, so my idea is pistons going up, pistons going out, piston going down, right, with connector. So we extend the piston. Actually, I don't even need piston going up. Don't need piston. I don't know. Pistons are just easy for me to look at and visualize. Even though I only need one. Might need the hinge for turning. No, I just use a conveyor. And we're still on the white. Yeah, let's do that one. So there's that. Get back to this guy. Piston out. Another one? Do I need another one? Yeah, let's do... No, I don't think I need another one, but I'm going to do another conveyor. And then a connector. So the idea is to extend the piston up, push it out a little bit, rotate it so it comes over top of this guy, and then bring it down, attach the connector, fill this up with hydrogen so that it can then do its thing with filling up fuel. Oh, and then flying. Oh, and I ran out of stone, so I decided to dig out a bit of my base here. It's a little hard to see, a little disorienting in there. It's a little deeper than I was expecting, but I didn't see all that down in there, so whatever. We'll make it work. I might push this over a little bit more just to kind of flatten out the floor. And then, like I was talking about in the last episode, maybe I'll build this wall out and turn this into a open to space type of situation, and turn this portion into a living quarters base, piped air, whatnot thing. So, yeah, maybe. Why do you not want to build? What are you missing? Large steel tubes? Are we out of resources again? Let's check the stone situation. Oh no, we got plenty of stone. Is it the... Okay. This is requesting a whole heck of a lot of steel metal grids, but this doesn't require a metal grid. Neither does that. Why did we run out of materials? So this is the limitation of the quality of life production quota mod. I know there are other like scripts, whatever, to deal with this, but I don't know those and I don't use those. So for me, it's kind of, you know, half in one hand. Oh, ha ha ha! I know why it's not working. Duh, JP, duh. You don't get it, man. is because my freaking nanobots are turned off. Ta-da! Watch. It's just gonna bam. There you go. It's all built. Look at that. It's almost like it's working as intended. Working as intended. So let's get this guy. Hello. Build vision? Yeah. We are going to Are you turning the right way? You are. Okay. Let's okay. Extend our piston. Come on. Come on, piston. Where's the build vision for the piston? No, it would help if I push the right button. We're going to give that a positive 0.5. Just let that go. Extend it all the way up. Right, I'll probably extend this piston out half a meter. So let's get our build vision back. I don't have a lot of experience with build vision. Just seen, other people using it. So, yeah. Kind of learning as I go. Because doing this, once I get it down, once I figure it out, doing this is going to be a lot faster than finding the little panel and then going in and looking. Oh, it's going too fast. Come back, look. Come back, look again. It's a little bit faster. I just gotta figure out how do I edit this? Is it, no, no, no. Shift, click, click, click. Okay, and then if we just, cool, that works. Give me a positive one, sure. See, and it's just like, I want a half a meter. I want a whole meter. Let's give it a whole meter. Nope, back to 0. And see, that's a lot faster than, telling it to move at a specific velocity and then fiddling with how far out it goes if I can just watch it go. I just don't have a lot of experience with it, so we'll figure it out. Velocity. Okay. Slow that down, slow it down. It looks like it's in the right spot. Oh, kind of. Okay, we'll push this guy out. Dang it, okay. That's something I have to get used to, because I want to scroll down, not scroll up. So click, velocity. That's so much better. Okay. Oh, we'll turn the rotor back a little bit. And then come down. Okay, so this is control, scroll down. Yeah. But that's a battery. Let's get actually on this here. Velocity, click, reverse. Let's go to 30 degrees. Close enough. Okay, so 30 degrees. Looks like it may have been a little bit. Let's pull this guy back. We'll say half meter. Control, scroll down. Nope, come on. Oh, there it is. Control, scroll down, and then click, scroll down. We'll do 6.45. Okay. You see, guys, this is me learning more aspects of this game. You know, there are some mods that I play a lot with, some mods I don't play at all. And so, yeah, it's one of those things. You gotta. We'll go 33. Sure, 33. Let's see how far that goes. Okay, I'm gonna have to come down with this piston. This guy, come on. Control, not Alt. Control, not the advanced rotor. Control. Control. That doesn't seem to want to work. Is it here? Nope. Come on, give me the build vision menu. There it is. This guy, control. Whatever, that works. And then we're going to go velocity. Do a negative.
Meteor storm inbound.
Okay, thanks. Still don't have any magnesium. Alright. Cool. Maybe we pick that up a little bit more, just so it doesn't clang into our freaking stuff that we just worked so hard for. Nope. Okay. So there's that. Now we've got to turn our rotor a little bit. Velocity and just a teeny bit. I mean, that looks pretty spot on. I'll pull this piston back a teeny bit. Look at that. Wants to lock. So now we go here. No, well, yeah, let's pull that back a little bit more. We don't want that, those forces. And the forces on this connector are very, very low because it's not actually a docking connector. So, yeah. We're going to take this back a little bit more. Yeah, and then we will toggle. Locked. Cool. So now we cut that off. That is now attached to that. We're going to tell this to stockpile. Cool. We are in business. Look at that. Okay, so this piston. Let's not have a grinder in our hand while we're trying to talk to things, because that's how you accidentally chop down half your base. Okay, so this we're going to tell it to extend out, clear the ship away from the projector ship, and then, okay. And then this guy, we are going to tell to turn back. We'll just get it to 0. Cool, close enough to 0, it works. And I think I might even just leave it suspended like that. Once it gets some hydrogen, we get the rest of our engines built up, we will actually probably cut this out. Maybe extend this conveyor line down over here. Put up a connector, and yeah, dock our ship. And that'll be the way to go, right? Cool. So right now, the next order of business is cobalt. Gosh, I need cobalt. Like, that's gonna be ice, magnesium, gold. Don't need any of this right now. More ice. I need cobalt, guys. I kind of wonder if
Energy low.
I'm gonna run out of energy. That's cool. Get into here. Do I see any cobalt here? Silicon, nickel, magnesium. Bunch of ice. I know there's a bunch of crater impacts between me and that base, the beacon base over there. So I'm gonna try going off that way. Okay, energy's up. Let's get out of the crater. Magnesium. That's gonna be ice. Silver, uranium, nickel. What's this? This looks like nickel. More ice. More ice. More ice. Come on, give me cobalt. Give me just like a little bit of cobalt, guys. Like, oof, that's a deep hole. That's a procedurally generated hole right there. Now, I do have... We've got some space bucks. Let's just go buy cobalt. Yeah. I'm just going to blow all of my space bucks on cobalt for right now, because once I get that ship moving, I will be able to do the acquisition contract that I have. And that acquisition contract is going to get me like, 10 times the amount of space bucks that I have so far. So, yeah, how do I, okay, let's just do this. Store, cobalt ingot. Buy all? 551. Okay, let's do, can we get like 50? 63k. Not bad. Not bad. Let's deposit. Cool. So 50. Sweet. There we go. 50 cobalt ingots. Hopefully that's enough to build up my ship. Or at least get all those metal grids built out that I need. And I can come back and deposit some large steel tubes and get 236,000 space bucks. And then if that happens, I should say when that happens, we'll be off to the races. Oh, X to turn on my jetpack. Because yeah, look at all these like craters, these divots. That's definitely, I'll come out here with my ship because it's got an ore detector on it, obviously, and drills. I'll come out with my ship and kind of clean up all those little deposits and actually prospect around for a good magnesium and cobalt deposit and be able to get those to get mining on those. All right, build. Oh, really? Okay. Let's see here. Well, there's my rear one, my rear thruster. That's good. Looks like our ship's built, guys. Okay, so let us. Okay. Base nanobots, turn those off. Base drills, turn those off. In fact, turn off that show area as well because that's kind of annoying. Event controller, cargo filled percent. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So this is for when my cargo hold is full. I have lights that flash. Let's check out the other event controller docking. Nope. So we are going to go connector connected, docking connector. And then I've got a timer block. Docking timer block and undocking timer block, right? So back to the event controllers. Setup actions. Timer block. So we are going to trigger now and then trigger now. Cool. And that does a whole bunch of different stuff. The timer blocks do. If you want an explanation, just ask me and I'll show it on camera. Does a bunch of different stuff though. So we need to make sure our engines are turned on. Let's look at our fuel tank. Hydrogen tank, nothing in it. Why not? Why is nothing in our hydrogen tank? I have ice in the base. That's an advanced rotor. That's connected. No. Does it need to be connected down here? It shouldn't. Jiminy Pete's. What if I just move ice over? Just get some ice. And we have no ice. This is 38% full. Okay. We have no ice. That's fine. I still need that hydrogen tank to fill. how am I gonna do this? Right. So while I'm thinking about this, I'm probably, jeez, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode right here, guys. We've got stuff. I mean, it's built. It's ready to go. I just got to noodle out how to get the hydrogen in that tank. I might just go hand mine some ice, throw it in here, let the onboard H2O2 generator go. Um, build out, like I was saying, a little like docking port. But yeah, I can do all that off camera. This way, you guys don't see me panic. Panic. I could even probably swing this arm around and make it line up with the docking port. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna turn it off, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.